Oh, it's not a picture.
Are you taking a picture?
No, it's video.
Okay.
I do all my post games on YouTube.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Well, first of all, 2 big wins against a solid team like this. The last time I talked to you, wasn't this happy, but right now, hey, you're riding on cloud 9. How do you feel right now?
Yeah, that's a good ball club, and that's what I just told our guys. They're going to beat a lot of people this year. And for us to, I wish first game, we got out to that big lead. I wish we really would have, kept the pressure on and put them away earlier than we did. We kind of let them hang around, and then they made some things happen late. But that game right there, that was a quality pitcher who really kept us off balance, and we struggled to get anything going really early offensively. And we were able to get a lead off on there in the 3rd or 4th, I think, and we're able to bunt him over, and then we really put a little pressure on him and made some things happen. And really, it was just small ball, getting guys on third base, less than 2 outs, putting the ball in play, shortening up and just having good at-bats there and putting some pressure on them and getting those runs in. We really needed them.
And speaking of runs in when you need them, that first game you had, I think, 2 RBIs. This game you had 1. Getting 3 RBIs in 2 games against a lower talented team, that's not much. But this team, what happened tonight?
I don't know. Just my teammates cheering me on, I guess. That's always a big, big help. So, yeah, appreciate them a lot.
And getting that momentum going, kind of what happened in that first game to get you going like that?
Like I said, my teammates, just coach, too, cheering us on.
It's always important to get out to a fast start. And Blake, leading off the game, he hits the ball hard down the line and ends up taking advantage of a few errors. And then next thing you know, he's scoring. We talk all the time about getting off to a fast start, putting the pressure on the other team. And then after we ended up scoring 5 in that first inning, and then Logan came on and just did a really good job of shutting them down. And and even in that second game, Kyler, our bats weren't going, but Kyler did a phenomenal job of keeping us in that ball game until we could finally generate some runs for him.
And that was my next question. When you got a guy that's getting 10 strikeouts in one game, another guy that's getting 8 in the other, that's a lot of pitch support from the mound. How much does that make the defense, the guys behind him's job a little easier? Of course, the strikeouts aside, but as far as mentally.
Oh yeah. Anytime you have pitchers like that are just constantly filling up the zone, and not walking people, just keeping everybody involved. Just really attacking their hitters and defensively, that there's a chance that it's coming your way, because they're around the zone and they're going to attack and they trust in our defense. They're going to make a play if it does get put in play. So, just phenomenal job by all of our arms tonight. Probably went a little deeper than I wanted with both of our starters in each game this early in the season. But I trusted. I trust them when they say they feel good, and they've been working and getting ready for this. So kudos to them for really bringing it home tonight.
And getting that run there at the end tonight. A 4-1 lead is a little tougher than a 5-1 lead. I know that sounds weird, but how much of a cushion did that guys give you, especially going in that final inning? Did you feel a little bit more relieved going out on that field, or?
Yeah, definitely a little bit more relieved. Yeah, it felt good to cross the plate. Well, probably my first time tonight, I think. So, yeah, I felt pretty good.
And final question goes to you. It's for both of you guys, but next week, I think it's Thursday, it's Erie, and that's a tough team, a little bit of a rival and another league team. How do you feel that this will help you kind of get a bit more momentum heading into it?
Yeah, it's good to get kind of back in the swing of things. We're a senior dominant team, loaded with seniors, and we really haven't had them with senior trips and going on and stuff, so we really haven't had a whole lot of practice time together. And I think that kind of showed a little bit there in that first game when things got a little tight, and it definitely showed. But we learn from it and we get better and we move on. So hopefully we'll get some practice time in between now and then and clean some things up and keep this thing rolling.
And final question goes to you. What's it like getting this win tonight, getting that taste out of your mouth from that first game? Because, it just seemed like it came so quick, but now you guys have had time to kind of settle in and practice a little bit. How do you feel about tonight being so different from the first game around?
Better, It feels a lot better to get a win, and hopefully we can continue that through the season, Just keep piling on wins for regionals. Get a good spot in regionals.
All right. Well, no, that's all I got. Hey, I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thank you.